Alright, folks, I'm starting early tonight. It is, let's see, it is 9 p.m. I'm starting early tonight because, frankly, I got nothing else to do. So, why not start earlier? I also did not do 3 things today like I said I would last time. So, all I did today was record Mario Kart and this. I would have done a daytime stream of a different game, but then ultimately I decided not to. Just because had I would have started it now, then the schedule for me to do that game would be all messy, be completely messy. So I guess, right now just isn't the time for me to replay Plants vs. Zombies. However, let me make a deal with you guys. If I manage to get the 3 remaining shinies quick, if I get Kyogre, Groudon, and Rayquaza all shiny quick, and I have leftover time, before my trip, then I will start the game. Because, coming up soon, I gotta prioritize this. I gotta try to get all the shinies before the trip. So yeah, I gotta prioritize this, and my plan was, play PvZ once a week on my day off. But I'm going to have to use at least one of those days off at some point to record a ton of Mario Kart. So then, I don't want part 1 to be this week, part 2 to be next week, part 3 to be 2 weeks later, part 4 to be a month later. So yeah, I guess now's just not the time. But like I said, tell you what, if I manage to get these 3 shinies quick and I have leftover time before my trip, then I'll play the game. So earlier today, I did indeed find Groudon in the Ultra Wormholes. In the process of doing so, I actually got a shiny Crustle and Hippowdon. So I got 2 shinies from the Ultra Wormholes today. Ooh, that's a little loud. But yeah, nothing else really to do tonight. I already washed the dishes. I already watched all the shows I need to for today. Kinda. Because today, Invincible Season 3 came out. However, like I said before, it's not online yet, so I wasn't able to watch it just yet. So, maybe tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow. I've been seeing conflicting information online, saying the next episode will come, a week from now. But then I see people making clips and reviews of, episode 2. So it's well, how many episodes are out right now? I asked someone online, he said 3. So it seems like the first 3 episodes of Invincible Season 3 have been released. So I'll watch them whenever I get the chance. Aside from that, I watched another episode of From today, I watched the last episode of Secret Level, and I got another episode of Daredevil in. I am, not even halfway done rewatching Season 1, and I have so little time before Born Again releases. So yeah, my pacing is terrible, but I'm still gonna get through it. So, off chance we get Kyogre fast, and I mean really fast, I can immediately start on Groudon tonight as well. If that happens. That has not been the case at all, ever. I actually think the fastest we've gotten so far was actually Xerneas, which was full odds. So the odds were much better than literally everything we've done since. And yet that was the fastest. Just shows you how lucky we got with Xerneas. You know, today I also would have gone out. I would have gone to Walmart, gone to GameStop, but it snowed last night. There's a decent amount of snow outside, so I figured, I don't want to. And also this morning, I woke up at like 8:30 to feed my dogs, and then I just couldn't fall back asleep for a multitude of reasons. Aside from me, just being on my phone, and that prevents you from sleeping. When I finally decided, okay, you're done, I woke up, feed my dogs, and then because I was already awake, the rest of my body started to wake up. The rest of my functions started to work again. So I had to really quickly, take my morning dump and then hop in the shower afterwards. And then I decided, okay, I'm done. Let's go to bed. But then I thought, if I felt the need to take a shit this morning, surely my dogs had to as well. So I decided, can they wait? Can I sleep a little longer? Or should I get up and let them out? Well, I got up and let them out. And then, it was still early. So my mom, she came down to make some soup before going to work. So while she was doing that, I figured, fine, let me be a good son. Let me go out to the front. Let me go to let me go out to the driveway and brush all the snow off of my parents' cars. Just to save them the trouble of having to do it. So I decided to be a good son today. I went out voluntarily to brush off all the snow on my parents' cars. And then around that time, it was almost time for my mom to go to work. But then, as I was lying down getting ready to sleep, she told me, son, turn off the stove in an hour. Because, she made soup this morning. So I was like, damn, now I can't sleep because I need to wake up in an hour to turn off the stove. And then, at the same time, my dad was waking up, so I was like, now I gotta cook him breakfast, because otherwise he won't eat. If I don't give him food, and if I don't watch him eat it, then he just won't eat. So I gotta get up and cook my dad breakfast as well. Well, finally, after all of that, after I myself ate, after I made food for my dad, after the stove was off and the soup was done brewing for the hour, finally, it was like 12:30 at this point, 12:30 in the afternoon. I could finally go back and get some sleep. Obviously, today was my day off from work. And then when I woke up, I was debating, do I do the daytime stream? I decided not to. So, instead what I did was I watched Secret Level, I watched From, and then I threw in an episode of Daredevil. And of course recorded Mario Kart. Not a very productive day, but a day filled with small things for me to do. Also this morning, Shelby's Canada, I know you guys know him, Shawarma Man. He actually announced on his YouTube channel, the community tab. I think YouTube changed the name of the community tab now. It was announced the 10-year anniversary. So, February 16th, it's going to be 50% off on all items. Rabs and Boutine bowls. So I sent it to my friends who actually like shawarma food as well. And they're like, yo, let's go. Like, literally, let's all of us go and grab shawarma that day. Turns out this place closes normally. Normally, no holidays, normally closes at 2 a.m. They're open from like 10 a.m. to 2 a.m. It's like, damn. It's quite a schedule. I guess for anyone who has the midnight cravings, they could go and get one if they wanted. And then on Sundays, they open until midnight. It's like, damn, a lot of places don't even open, period, on Sundays. Look at how early Costco closes on Sundays. So yeah, February 16th, my friends and I are more than likely gonna all go and grab some shawarmas. I might grab 2 just because of the price. Because why not? I like their food. You know, I much prefer the rabs, the rabs over the bowls. That's just me. See, last time I went when food was on sale, you know, the shawarma day, like National Shawarma Day, and everything was $5, you know, wraps and bowls were $5 instead of the usual like $12 plus tax. God damn, that lineup was huge. You know, huge. It's going to be huge. So I only imagine it's going to be quite busy this time too, when it's quote-unquote half off. You know, it's kind of touchy when it comes to a restaurant, a place that serves food, because if you're running a food business, you especially want business. You know, it's not like a store where it's packaged goods, kind of like toys and books. You know, those can sit there, right? But food, you kind of want business, you want customers, because if no one buys, then the food just goes to waste, and that costs you money. You know, something like toys or books or whatever else, sooner or later, hopefully, someone will come and get them. But when it comes to food, yeah, if a place that serves food has no business, then all that food's gonna go to waste as well. And that's also gonna be an expense, a business expense. So, you know, places that serve food, they actually want business. So, you know, days like this where instead of making the full amount of profit that they could, they do a special day where the prices are much lower. You know, that's boosting business. It's not exactly something my line of work can do. Then again, in my line of work, even if we did announce everything today half off, people would still bargain. People would still haggle. Like that's literally what they will do. I can literally say it's now that everything's half off, it's only $50. They will still try to dock down the price. Oh, you know what? Speaking of talking down the price, so you guys know for a damn fact that I do not like bargaining. I do not like talking down the price. Especially when I'm on the receiving end because of how goddamn annoying it is. Talk to me that one time about, I don't know what's happening. Customer literally said, this is called bargaining. You've never seen this before. Seriously? I've never seen this before, but anyways. You guys know that I don't like when people bargain down the price because, you know, when you work in customer service, that's all you really hear. So I don't like it. And you know, given how much I dislike this, I even don't like it when my own parents do it, despite the fact that, you know, that's saving us money. That's saving our family, us, saving us money. Like, I really should view it as a positive thing, but, you know, if I do that, that justifies everyone doing it to us. You know, we've become the thing that we hate the most. Anyway, so the other night when my parents and we went out for dinner, you know, before we sat down for dinner, we walked around you know, buying groceries, and then at that little plaza place, my mom walked by and saw this like painting. I don't think it was actually paint on a canvas, but you know, it was like a giant ass framed picture of flowers, and she liked it. So she asked how much. She was told 120, and then she's like, "Can you do $80?" And then, to no surprise, she said no. The lady said no. So we walked around, bought the groceries, and then we came back. My mom was like, "Let's see if they'll sell it to us for 100. If not, we'll go." And then, surprisingly enough, or rather not surprisingly, it depends on how you look at it, we actually got it. So we got a painting for $100 when, you know, we were told 120. And here's the thing too. We actually really lucked out with that price because from what I was told by my parents, because I went to go grab the seat at the restaurant. So my parents were dealing with the whole painting thing. What my parents were told was, this is a really good deal because this painting was about to be auctioned. Online. So, you know, you buying it for $100 when it should have been 120? That's like the best deal you ever could have gotten. For this particular piece, that is. Because, you know, online auction, the price is only gonna go up. So it seems like we lucked out. What are the shiny odds? I have shiny charm right now, so I believe it's 1 in 1,365. Let me see. Shiny charm odds. Yeah, shiny charm odds increases it to 3 in 4,096, so 1 in 1,365. Yep. Okay, let's change up the music. You know, I didn't even think about Kyogre's moveset. I think it has Calm Mind. So it has the potential to one-shot my team? Yeah, right. I highly doubt it would. Especially if I'm just gonna have my Blissey tank everything. And you know, unless I send out my Charizard, then we should be fine. Oh, right. Earlier today, we got a new Smurf trailer. Yeah, I don't think I'm interested. You're also doing wormhole resets for Verizon right now? Nice. Good luck to you as well. Good luck with your hunt. Yeah, we got a new Smurf trailer today. Not really interested. You know, I watched the old Smurf movies when they came out. You know, the weird mix of live action ones. Well, actually, it was just flat out live action. This one is what you'd call a mix of live action. Like, this movie can't even decide if it's live action or animated. And I know, there are movies out there that are exactly like that, kind of like Looney Tunes. But like, I kind of don't like it with this one. Just pick a side. Pick if it's gonna be animated or live action. Because the trailer was so weird. There were moments you saw live action human beings, and then you saw animated humans. It's like, well, which is it? Well, this time Rihanna's voicing Smurfette, and I don't know, something about the voice just doesn't really match to me. And it seems like this time we're gonna get the girl boss, you know, strong female character, Smurfette. Wasn't there another Smurf movie that was animated that I also didn't watch? You know, the only Smurf movies I watched were the ones with Neil Patrick Harris, and that's it. I don't think I watched any other ones. Let me see. I know there were 2 live action ones. Yeah, Smurfs The Lost Village in 2017. Never saw that. So it's been 8 years since we've really had anything Smurfs, at least, you know, movies-wise. Meh. If I didn't watch the last one, I don't really care to watch this one. Okay, what else can I put on? What if Final Destination... Did I... No, I did. I did hear Final Destination for Smash 4 last time. Oh yeah, so heads up, I don't think I'll be able to do anything tomorrow night, because my friends are gonna come over, so nothing tomorrow night. Not that anyone cares. And then this upcoming Sunday, I got a big dinner to attend. So, you see why I'm kind of rushing to get these shinies? To get these shinies? Get these different colored pixels in a video game? Oh, you guys think if this theme will return in ZA? But we get a remix version of this? Ooh. Ooh, now the cogs are turning in my head. I'm still not even done hatching all the Feebas eggs, by the way. I still have 17 boxes of Feebas eggs to hatch, and we all know how slow hatching is in this game. But this is what I put myself to. I collected more than enough eggs just in case. Now I have to, you know, deal with it. If I want my box spaces back, I gotta hatch them. Well, it's okay. It gives me something to do. I have 563 hours in my Brilliant Diamond. How crazy is that? Though there are people out there with more than that. There are people who have capped the, you know, the time. I almost reset without even checking the Kyogre. Oops. Earlier today in Pokemon TCG Pocket, I got the full art Carnivine card. Hey, that's something, right? You know, once I hatch all these Feebas eggs, I still need to release all of them, and that alone is gonna take quite some time. For some stupid reason, whenever you release a ton of, Pokemon from Pokemon Home, like Rejects, you can only release 100 at a time. You release 100, you cannot release any more. You have to, save, exit, and then go back into Pokemon Home. Why can't I just release 1,000 Pokemon at a time? Pokemon clearly has the technology to do so. Well, Pokemon has the technology to do a lot of things, yet they squander every possibility they get. Pretty soon, once we're done with the Kyogre hunt, we're going to be able to move on from this waterfall background. We've had 3 hunts in a row with it. Not Kyogre. Groudon, we're going to get this cave aesthetic. And then, Rayquaza, we're going to get the mountaintop sky aesthetic. So, we can finally see some sort of different backdrop. Oh yeah, also there was a new Beast Games episode. Once again, because it just came out, I wasn't able to watch it right away, so I need to wait for it to come online first. So you know, the schedule for next time I do this will be Beast Games from and Invincible Season 3. Because we're now done with Secret Level. I watched the final episode, which I'll talk about later on. You know what? A song just popped into my mind. How did it go again? Hold on. Hold on, what's this one? Well, I'm trying to remember, what did the Melee theme sound in the Smash version? You know what? Sure, I'll listen to this. God, I am hoping for a new Smash game when it comes to the Switch 2. What is this that keeps on popping up? Fire Field. Why don't I remember this? Is this an F-Zero track? I kind of think it is. Is it? I don't know. Well, I was about to play this one anyways. Well, in a second I'm gonna start watching some videos, so no music for you guys. Alright, I'm gonna watch some videos by a guy who is moist and critical. Hey, how's it going? As you can see, I'm just chilling over here, doing more Kyogre resets. Waiting for a certain someone to show up so I can talk about his favorite show in the world. Yes, the Sapphire Pokemon. Go Team Magma. Did you get Ruby? Or Omega Ruby? You got Sapphire? Nice. So did I. The original? Lucky you, I never played the original. I wish I could. Obviously these days I could emulate it, but I don't know how to. And also I don't want to be assassinated by the Nintendo ninjas. You got done watching my Persona 3 streams? Lined it up almost perfectly to the end of January? Nice. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed them, hopefully. Persona 3, when did I even do that? The base game, you said, so that was before the DLC. That was last year. Last year when even before I did my exam. And then I gave an update when it came back to do the DLC that I finally passed it after 2 failed attempts. God, that was, They're what recommended your channel to me? Oh, thank you. Oh my god, I don't even remember what was going on in my life when I played that game. Yeah, see, this is why I post it all onto YouTube. Not for views, but, you know, for archive purposes. Because clearly I don't get the views. But that's okay, because I play everything here for fun. Oh, geez, what was I talking about in part 32? 20's life crisis. Oh my god. Oh yeah, that's right. I did talk about the Persona 3 movies when I was doing the DLC. There was an onion in your glass of water and your sister's marriage was happening. Right. Yeah, I actually was not joking about that. I brought my giant jug of water in here, and for some reason there was an onion in it. I tried to pull through it to not waste the water, but then it's like, oh my god, this is too gross. I can't take it anymore. I can't drink anymore. It's flavoring, not a great one. It's not great flavoring. Haven't gotten to the DLC yet? Honestly, you're not going to get too much out of the DLC. The DLC was a lot of repetitive dungeon crawling. It was all mostly the same thing. Like, the DLC really did not need to be that long. They really stretched out the gameplay to basically everything being the same thing for like 30 hours, and then you finally see something different. But hey, at least you have me going through the movies to fill in the gaps. You know, the answer from Festival? I downloaded the game on your PS3. Nice. I downloaded Wait a second. Yeah, wait a second. Which one was the one with the female playable main character? Was that Portable? Or was that Festival? I think that was Portable. Yeah, that was Portable. Yeah, I downloaded that game. I do plan to play it at some point. I plan to play the female main character storyline at some point. I know it's basically the same thing, just with minor changes. But still, I want to see what those minor changes are. I do plan to play that at some point. Maybe a couple months down the line, because I got... Honestly, not too much. I have 2 other games in mind I would like to revisit. And then at some point, I will be playing Persona 3 Portable, female main character. I'm going to do that at some point. It was the Portable second game in the series to let you play as a girl. Too bad they never brought that back. And you know, the game devs for Persona 3 Reload said even if they wanted to include the female character as DLC, they would basically have to rework the entire game. So, no female main character anytime soon. There's a mod for Reload to add in the female main character, so I'd recommend taking a look at that. Moonlight Daydream is a banger. Yeah, I did see footage of that mod. I don't think it's ready just yet. Well, not ready. I don't think it's done just yet. Like, completely done yet. I think it's still a work in progress. Not gonna lie, I would try it if I knew how to play mods. I'm not that smart when it comes to technology. If I knew how to do this stuff, I would have played so many emulated games at this point, risking assassinations. It'll get done eventually basically makes Reload the definitive version everyone wanted. Isn't Renegade Platinum also the mod that everyone would have wanted for BDSP? Don't you guys think it's crazy sometimes how the fan base modding the game, they do a better job than the game devs themselves? God, that's loud. I never had luck with emulation, but I've put some mods together. Just gotta move some files into a data folder. Pretty sure that's all anyways. Well, at least you know more than me. I know absolutely nothing about mods. Not how to make them, not even how to play them. You know, speaking of Persona, we're listening to some Persona 4 music right now. I did actually plan to play Persona 4 Golden New Game Plus, but, you know, what I wanted to do first was replay the game myself, just so I can have a better feel of it. But that's a big time dedication right there. And also, I kind of wasn't in the mood. I did start it, but then I just kind of fell off right away. You know, it's like, I'm gonna play the whole game again, just to play the whole game again. So I'll play the full game twice, back to back, and it's like, ugh, I kind of don't feel like doing that right now. You know, I wanted to, I planned to, but then, it didn't really work out. I'm still planning to, at some point, revisit Persona 4 Golden's New Game Plus, because just like with Persona 5, there were a lot of things I didn't do that I would like to actually attempt in the New Game Plus. When are we ever gonna get a re-release for Personas 1 and 2? Even though those games are old as hell, I'd still love to play them. See exactly what preceded these 3 games and how exactly they've been erased from the timeline. Nexus Mods makes modding pretty easy for newcomers. Software makes it fairly user-friendly. Oh yeah, Persona 2 is innocent. Persona 2 Innocent Sin especially is great. Yeah, I know nothing of Persona 1 and 2. I would love to know it, but you know, Sega and Atlus just refuse to give us a re-release, or even a remaster. And I ain't about to, you know, go onto eBay and find the old console and an old version of the game. Because clearly, like I said, I clearly don't know how to emulate. The avatar name of the teacher in Persona 3 Maya is the name of the player character in Persona 2 Eternal Punishment. Neat. Yours, Tatsuya, is the players for Innocent Sin. Cool. You know, I always love these small little references and nods to older games. Whether or not I pick them up is a different question, because, you know, I just haven't played those older games yet. You know how I even started Persona? How I even got into Persona? The MMO is also named after one of the games. Oh, really? Clearly there's a lot of hidden details that I don't know of. But yeah, this is an infamous story of mine, how I even got into Persona. It was Joker being announced for Smash. I swear to God, when I saw that, I swear, I had no idea who the character was, what the game franchise even was. I swear to you, I actually thought it was a fan-made trailer. And then I realized, wait, this is real. I don't know who this character is. Yeah, and an aspect of Nyx is in Persona 1. That's a fair reason to get into Persona. So, I had absolutely no idea who Joker was, and I heard that the game he came from was pretty good. So I decided, let me pick it up, let me give it a try. See what this quote-unquote good game is and who this character is. And well, that's how I got into the Persona series. I played 5, and then when 4 re-released, I played that. And then 3 re-released, or rather got a remaster, and then I played that. So now I'm just waiting for any way for me to play Personas 1 and 2. Whether it be, you know, just a port of the old-ass games, or a remaster. I will accept either one. Not saying shit because I got into Fire Emblem through Smash Bros. You know, I debated doing that. To this day, I still haven't played a single Fire Emblem game. I debated getting into it. I think I was contemplating trying out 3 Houses. But then I was told not to just because that game is like almost endless. I don't know, maybe one day. Something about, you know, a lot of like, I don't know, dungeon crawling and it's damn near endless. I mean, I bet there's a campaign, there's a storyline that you can finish, and then you can just play the game as much as you want. I don't know anything about Fire Emblem. All I know is they have a ton of characters who are really hot. You know, I'm still waiting for a potential worldwide release for Persona 5 X. So far, that's still a mobile game. I would love to play it if I was able to download it. You know, reading the language and understanding it's a different story. Maybe one day we'll get a worldwide release as well as dubbing. I think there's talks behind the scenes of it actually happening, but we'll see. Echoes, Shadows of Valentia could be a good starting point. It's different from the other games because you explore the world in third person, but you still have strategy map gameplay, I think. Haven't played it yourself though. You know, there's just not a lot of games these days that, you know, I play on my own, besides shiny hunting. Friend is watching the Latias and Latios Pokemon movie, gotta go bye. Alright, enjoy the movie. Thanks for tuning in. Damn, folks, the Latias and Latios movie, you know how old that was? I think that's more than 20 years ago. Or was it? Let me look up when that movie came out. Once again, you know how long it's been since I said that I miss having a bloody good Pokemon movie? It's been so long since we had one. The last few movies we actually got sucked. So it's been a very long time since we got a good Pokemon movie. I don't know, the Pokemon, you know, the team working behind the Pokemon anime completely lost their minds after X and Y. If only they kept the same, you know, if only they stayed on track, you know, and kept doing what they were doing. But nope, they lost their minds. After the peak that was the X and Y anime, they decided to change it up, dumb down the art style. And then after that, they decided to completely throw away the 8 gym battle system. And then once they finally let Ash win, 2 times in a row by the way, they decided, well, can't do anything more with the character. Let's throw him away and add a new character. Make up a new character. You know, you didn't need to do that. Sure, Ash is now world champion, he could have still just traveled the world, right? His journey to explore the world doesn't have to end there. He accomplished his goal, but he could just simply keep on traveling the world. And also, like, wait, bro has been 20 for like 25 years. Let bro retire and be a cameo. I think you mean 10. But yeah, the Pokemon anime completely lost their mind after X and Y. They gave us greatness and then they completely went off the rails. And you know, I never had a problem with the system that is a Pokemon game, the structure of a Pokemon game. You pick your starter, you get the 8 gym badges, you beat the champion, done. I never saw a problem with that. Later on, you know, as we got more generations, people were saying, we need a change in the system. It's the same game over and over. It's like, what's wrong with that? I don't have a problem with that. The Sun and Moon gave us something different, though it's almost damn near the same thing on paper. You know, you beat a challenge by battling, and then you just get something. If it's not a gym badge, it's a Z Crystal. It's like damn near the same thing. But yeah, look what you people did. Clamoring for change in the system. Well, the Pokemon anime completely abandoned the 8 gym badge system. To the point now Ash didn't even travel the Galar region in full. So we didn't even really see that region fleshed out in the anime. At least from what I hear, because I stopped watching after X and Y. Anyways, I was looking up when the Pokemon movies came out. Alright, let's see. Pokemon Moving Pictures. Did I ever watch this one? Mewtwo Strikes Back in 2019? The 3D one. I think I did. I think that was the one where Pikachu spoke for some random reason. It's because I want to stay with you. Something like that. That was so dumb. Okay, yeah, it has been 20 years. The Pokemon Heroes movie with Latios and Latios, that was 2002. So it has been 20 years. Jesus Christ, 20 years. You guys remember when they did the black and white movie, they split it into 2 different versions? Yeah, what was it? Pokemon Black and Victini, Pokemon White and Victini? I wonder why they even bothered doing that. Was it like a regional release? One part of the world got Pokemon Black movie, the other got White movie? Oh, you know what I liked that they did? That they never did again, and honestly, they never will do again? The trio, the trilogy of Diamond and Pearl movies. It was a trio, right? A trilogy? Or was it just 2? Oh, shit. Let me look it up. Oh yeah, it was a trilogy. How could I forget? They did do the different shiny Pokemon for each movie. They did 1. If it wasn't a shiny Hydreigon, it was a shiny Golurk. I wonder what the point of that even was. But yeah, what I liked about the trilogy for the Gen 4 movies, Rise of Darkrai, Giratina and the Sky Warrior, Arceus and the Jewel of Life, is that they actually connected. In the Rise of Darkrai, we see our characters meet Dialga and Palkia. And then in the second movie, Giratina and the Sky Warrior, we actually flash back to that first movie. And then Arceus and the Jewel of Life, we see all 3 of them come back and, you know, try to fight off, basically, their father. I liked that. You know, that was the first and basically only time we had Pokemon movies that actually connected. Albeit connected very small, in a small way, but still connected nonetheless. We never got that again. Unless you want to count the first movie and then Mewtwo Returns. But yeah, we never got that again. We never got Pokemon movies that actually connected. And then for some stupid reason, they gave us a female Mewtwo in the Genesect movie. I mean, I suppose there's nothing saying that a Mewtwo can't have a more feminine voice. But yeah, I would say for the most part, damn near all of the movies were good. You know, I would easily rewatch any of them. And then we had the 3D disconnected movies. We had I Choose You, The Power of Us, Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution, and Secrets of the Jungle. All of these movies collectively sucked. I feel like ever since they disconnected the movies from the actual mainline anime, they all sucked. And then they realized, wait a second, the movies we were putting out for 20 years was good, and suddenly when we disconnected it, they all suck. So let's stop doing them altogether. And we haven't gotten a Pokemon movie since. We haven't even gotten any news on the Detective Pikachu sequel. What's up with that? When did that come out? 2019? That was 6 years ago. Where the hell is the sequel? You know, I think it would have been actually pretty cool had they connected all the movies. Well, obviously, majority of the movies took place in the, main Pokemon anime continuity, even if they don't reference it ever. You know, there's a reason you never saw Ash catch a Pokemon in the movie. Because then you watch the next episode of the anime, it'll be like, where the hell did he get that? Did I miss an episode? I feel like it would have been pretty hilarious if they announced that the live-action Detective Pikachu movie was canon to the anime. Just somewhere out there, on the planet Earth they live on, in Rhyme City, all that stuff happened. However, it seems like they've spun it in a way that Detective Pikachu movie was an in-universe movie for the Detective Pikachu game. Because Detective Pikachu 2, they said that it's like, they even made a movie about us. So it's like an in-game universe movie. I wonder how Tim feels about the movie race bending him. You know, I never finished Detective Pikachu 2. I was watching Tyranitar 2 play it, but then, you know, the way he edited it, it's like, never mind. I kind of can't watch this. Maybe one day I'll pick up the game myself, even though I don't really want to. But yeah, are we ever going to get another Pokemon movie that's good? And preferably connected to the anime? Well, on the bright side, the last time we got a good Pokemon movie that was still connected to the anime was the Volcanion one, and that was in 2016. And then we haven't gotten a connected good movie since. You know what, on the bright side, it's the same time that I stopped watching the Pokemon anime, so there is that. You know, it would have been absolutely bizarre if they kept making Pokemon movies that are connected to the anime, and then I watch it without watching the actual anime itself. It's like, who are these characters? what are the parties that they're using? What is going on? Granted, you don't need to watch the Pokemon anime to understand the plot of the movies. You know. But you know, that's still 3 regions that have not gotten any movies dedicated to it. We have not seen any movies based in Alola, Galar, or Paldea. There is absolutely no film adaptation love for those three regions. Let's see. Is this douchebag gonna show up or not? Well, it's not 10:30 yet. Oh yeah, so because my friends want to come over tomorrow night, one of them suggested we watch a movie. They're in the mood to watch like a horror movie. These days we do more laughing at horror movies than actually being jump scared by them. Let's see, what movie did they suggest? Okay, a friend of mine said Haunting in Venice. And then later on he said, I want to watch the Sydney Sweeney horror one. Whatever it was called. Was it called Immaculate? And I'm just like, I know what kind of man you are. She gets wet in a white dress. And I'm just like, I didn't say I wasn't in. I didn't say I disagreed with watching a Sydney Sweeney movie. You know what else I completely forgot that happened in the Pokemon anime, like a storyline? The tail end of the Black and White anime, where they went on a bunch of cruise ships. I think they went back to the Johto region. Man, I completely forgot that happened. And then they, Nurse Joy and Officer Jenny style reused the same character design for like the captain of every single cruise ship. I completely forgot they even did that storyline. And who could forget, the best thing that happened in that storyline was Ash meeting Alexa and Helioptile. And that transitioned into the peak of the Pokemon anime. A peak that we will never again get. You know, I keep getting jebaited by my game. I keep thinking BDSP has 30 boxes. I'm currently hatching box 24 of eggs. I keep thinking I'm almost done. And then I remember, no, this game has 40 boxes. So no, I am not almost done. I still have a lot of eggs to hatch. Well, music was about to end anyways. Still blows my mind this song is only used once in the whole game. And this song is an absolute banger. Yo, man, if you're still watching, did you watch Invincible Season 3 yet? Because I have not. Now we wait to see if he answers. You know, I tell you, one thing I certainly was not expecting to hear today was the fact that someone actually watched my entire Persona 3 series. Well, that's why they're archived, for if anyone is ever interested, they can feel free to watch it anytime. Oh, whoops. The fact that I've been sitting here for an hour and a half and I don't desperately need to pee yet just shows I'm not drinking enough water. Are you? Are you drinking enough water? I didn't really drink water all day today. Okay, back to my videos. Sounds like the shrieking that the monsters in From do. Gonna wait a little bit, and if he doesn't show up, I'll just talk about the episode without him. I'm gonna go pee soon, but not yet. Alright, I'm gonna go use the bathroom real quick. Alright, I'm gonna be right back. Whoa. Alright, that is very clearly blue. Okay. Well, that dick didn't reply, so let's just talk about this goddamn show. What music can I play? Alright, let's talk about these episodes before, whatever. Imagine having a whole ass whale drop on you out of nowhere. Well, in a way, it's not really out of nowhere. My character kind of knows what he's getting himself into. And not just any whale. This is like the ruler of the seas, is it not? Isn't Lugia a protector of the seas? Can you guys believe Lugia also wasn't even meant to be in a game? Lugia was created for the movie, and it wasn't even meant to be in a game. Lugia was shoehorned in for, you know, gold and silver pretty last minute. Because if you think about it, Lugia really has no relevance in the Johto lore. It's Ho-Oh that brought back the Johto dogs. Lugia really doesn't do anything, lore-wise. Anyways. Alright, so let's talk about this stupid show. From episode, I believe, 6 of season 2. Yeah, because last time I said I was halfway done with the show. So, okay, another pretty good episode. I gotta say, season 2 is delivering. Season 2 is actually pretty good compared to season 1. And also, finally, in season 2, finally, we see some actual use for, why am I blanking on the words? We see some use for some practical props and makeup. Finally, they put the practical makeup to actually good use in this episode. I highly doubt it was the actor underneath. Though if it was, he literally just lied there and just stayed still. Then again, maybe that was cheaper than getting like a mannequin dummy. Okay, so this episode, a couple things happened, of course. Oh yeah, something I forgot to mention about the last episode is the fact that the leaves are changing colors. Just like in autumn, leaves are changing colors, they're falling off of trees. That doesn't happen where they are. At least according to the many characters, that doesn't happen. That never happened before. So something's changing. Something's happening. How the hell are these characters gonna survive a potential winter? If that even happens, well, they're kind of screwed. They don't exactly have winter clothes. And let's hope, if it snows, let's hope the electricity in the house, you know, also extends to heating. You know, whatever this place is that they're stuck at least it's nice enough to have electricity, running water, gas stoves to cook on. At least it's nice enough to provide that stuff at least. You know, electricity for a fridge, I'm assuming. I don't know, I don't think I've really seen anyone open a fridge before in the show, but whatever. It's besides the point. Okay, so we get a couple of storylines. Once again, the plot happens way out of order, way out of loop, way out of whack, so I'm just going to talk about whatever comes to mind first. So Tabitha goes and visits Jade at the bar, which he's kind of taken over at this point. Jade seems like he finally figured out how to make the booze without it tasting like piss. So Tabitha refers to the events of the previous episode, where Jade found her seeing the visions of the kids and then screaming like, "Don't touch me." So Tabitha picked up that Jade wasn't really surprised at that. Why? Well, Jade reveals that, you know, he also sees visions. He also sees things that aren't there. A lot of pointless dialogue I don't need to go through. Regardless, now they know that they both see things. So they're trying to piece the puzzle together. Jade mentions that, you know, he sees a symbol all the time. Tabitha sees the symbol drawn onto that book, and then she's like, "Is this the symbol? I've seen this before. In the cavern walls." Jade's just like, "What cavern?" So, it's exactly what I was saying before. Wouldn't it have been a good idea to mention to people you were in the underground cave that these monsters reside in? That seems like it would have been very useful information to tell. So now, probably the best character for this job knows, being Jade. Because if Tabitha told really anyone else, they would not have done shit. But the fact that Jade knows, he's probably gonna work something together. Jim, you know, she and Tabitha had a quick little discussion on, like, Jim's hypothesis on this whole thing being an experiment, that they're being watched. But then Jim sees a drone. At first I was thinking, where the hell did a drone come from? You know, are we over New Jersey? But no, it was that dude who was basically exiled to the bus. He had a drone as a gift for his nephew's birthday, but since he's trapped here, he figured he may as well put it to good use. And that gives Jim an idea. He goes and asks him if he could possibly borrow the drone, essentially. But first, he asks that guy, I don't even know his name. He asks him to follow him. He takes him to his RV that he came into town on. His flipped over RV. They climb into the RV and it's revealed this is where the radio was from the end of the first season. How the hell did it get there? I don't know, a bunch of off-screen stuff. Jim probably picked back up his radio, and then why did he bring it out to his RV? I don't know. So basically, you know, they need to get the antenna up high. That's why they put it on top of Colony House. But if they can actually get the drone to carry the antenna nice and high up, you know, this was kind of just my idea of why don't these guys just potentially build a hot air balloon? I know it's probably not easy whatsoever to build a hot air balloon, but like, I don't know, maybe these guys have the resources, maybe they could think of how to do it. You know, it's like, well, what'll happen if you just fly out of here? I don't know, we get this really small storyline where Ethan and Victor, they go exploring the trees again. Victor once again made the point that the trees are changing. The leaves are changing color and they're dropping. That doesn't happen here. You know, Ethan's just like, maybe that's a good thing. We get this small other storyline with Fatima. Perhaps she's pregnant, we'll see. She perhaps tells Ellis, or at least she perhaps tells him by the end of the episode, but once again, it seems like she told him off screen. It seems like, well, would have been nice to see Ellis's reaction to becoming a father. Nope, I guess not. So Fatima goes and talks to Donna about it. How she's just not supposed to be able to have a baby. So it's scientifically impossible. But like maybe this place is quote unquote torturing her by allowing it to happen. So, you know. And I'm thinking, did I miss a line somewhere that said Fatima couldn't conceive? What, was she sterilized? Or is there some sort of, I don't know, genetic birth defect that doesn't let her ever get pregnant? Did I miss a line somewhere that said Fatima just cannot have a child? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. If I didn't, and this is the first time we're hearing that Fatima, for whatever reason, could not conceive before, I don't know, it's just like a random point to bring up that was never mentioned before. Then again, maybe I just missed it. Maybe there was a line somewhere and I just missed it. I mean, who knows? Maybe I did, despite the fact that I watched the show. I pay complete attention. I watched the show at normal speed, not even ×2 speed, like certain people out there do. You know, Donna tries to let her know this is a good thing. After all the crazy evil shit we have seen here. You not being able to have a kid, you being pregnant now, that's a wonderful thing. And, you know, man, imagine raising a kid here. Damn, that's terrible. But on the bright side, unlike The Walking Dead, you know, they could just have the baby inside. It doesn't matter how loud the baby cries at night. Because it won't attract, say, walkers, you know? As long as they lock their doors and have talismans up, then the kids should be safe. It's not like Walking Dead, you know, where the walkers, you have to be really careful, you know? Any other small bits of story I forget to mention before I talk about the big one, the main storyline in this episode? Oh yeah, there was this one small moment. Actually, you know what? It's better if I mention that after. So, unless I'm forgetting something, then let's head on to the big main storyline of the episode. So, our characters at the clinic, Kenny, Christy, Boyd, her girlfriend, I'm just gonna call her Mary. You know, they observed the monster on the floor throughout the night, and it, you know, yep, he's dead. He's dead. They did indeed kill one of them for the first time. And you know, finally, for once in the show, an actual good use of prosthetics, of practical effects. Like an actual good use of it. Not for one split second of a screen wasting all the time in the makeup chair. Finally, a good use of the prosthetics and practical makeup. Like, if you're gonna save money to not use CGI, at least make sure it's worth the money. Worth the time and money to put into the live action practical prosthetics. And not just a second of footage. So now they're deciding, they're arguing what they should do. There's a dead monster here. And I actually side with Boyd and Christy. I disagree with Kenny, even though I understand his valid arguments. Boyd and Christy want to study it, as they should. This is their first chance ever to actually learn about these things. So they want to drag it inside, which is questionable, but fine. They want to drag it inside and cut it open to study what it's like. Kenny's just like, are you crazy? This is a killing monster right here. Who knows if it's actually dead? We bring it inside, we cut it open. Who knows what'll happen? Boyd, you said your blood, the worms under your skin are now in this thing, right? What if we cut it open and something jumps out? Something happens that could kill one of us. You know, Kenny, he made some valid arguments. But I side more with Boyd and Christy. This is your chance to study one of them, cut one open, see how it functions. And later on, Christy even made an excellent point, which I didn't even consider. The blood that was, the whatever was in Boyd's blood, now in the monster's quote-unquote blood, if they can extract it, if they could harvest it, they could possibly, you know, use that to inject into other monsters and... Wow! Whoops, I made the music louder. Wow, that was fast. For Shiny Kyogre, that was fast. Okay, first of all, remove the rubber bands. Alright, Shiny Kyogre. Time to use a Quick Ball. Psych! I'm not using no damn Quick Ball. Okay, skill swap. That's right, give me that drizzle. Pause. Well, you can use Ice Beam on me all you want. That's fine, as long as you don't freeze me. Okay, now you can freeze me all you want, it's fine. Anyone else feels like Ice Beam should have a higher chance of freezing in the rain? Because, you know, in the rain, your Pokemon's all wet and moist. So when you use an Ice Beam on it, it freezes the water on the body, higher chance of freezing. Anyone else feel like that should be the case? Alright, all that's good. Now, let's false swipe it down. This was incredibly fast. I started this hunt yesterday, and I already have it today, after 2 hours of hunting. Of resetting. Don't lower my accuracy, good. Excellent, it's in the yellow, just where I like it. Alright, now to throw down a roto catch. That's fine. Alright, sending out Blissey to tank all the moves. Alright, all the setups good. Now just time to chuck Pokeballs. Oh man, it's okay. I almost accidentally hit run. There we go. Caught it. Shiny Kyogre is mine. We're making very good progress. Alright, let's see the summary. I got Shiny Latios yesterday, and I already have Shiny Kyogre now. So I got a Bold Nature, Shiny Kyogre. I don't think I'm gonna jump straight into Groudon. Just because it's already been 2 hours tonight, I feel like I don't need to spend an hour to, you know, go for Shiny Groudon tonight. We can start that... No, actually, I can't tomorrow night. We can start that the night after tomorrow's. Let me finish talking about From before I end, because it'd be weird to talk about half the episode and then save the other half for next time. So let me finish talking about the episode before I go. We can at least stare and enjoy the sight of a Shiny Kyogre while I talk about it. So as you can see here, Shiny Mewtwo, Latios, and Kyogre. We're just missing one. We are missing one. Okay, I figured just for the sake of it, I'm gonna look up best nature for Kyogre. It's modest, so not bold. What about the other ones? Best nature for Latios. Naive or hasty. Okay, what about Latias? Calm, modest, or timid. Oh, of course I get hasty for this one. And best nature for Mewtwo. Modest or timid? I don't really care about natures. I figured what it may as well look. Okay, let me... held item, take, yes, and then give held item Lepa Berry to you. Oh yeah, I should probably heal up my team. You know what, while I finish talking about the episode, let me trade my team over and get the Groudon hunt ready for next time. Just so I can have something to do, just so I'm not just staring at Kyogre as I finish talking about the episode. So anyways, yes, they now have a chance to cut open the monster and study it, which is a very good thing. They can learn something, anything about them. Kenny's very against it, though. Christy's fiance, Mary, she is going through withdrawals. She throws up and has a fever, I think. She has this weird dream, which at first I thought it wasn't even worth mentioning, but she sees the music box in her dream. So now it actually is significant to mention. Because it's not just Boyd seeing it. You know, when he had the blood in him, now anyone is seeing it. And Mary's not the only one who sees it. I'll mention that in a second. By the way, keep in mind, I'm still borrowing my friend's 3DS. That's how I'm able to do this. So yeah, they cut the monster open. They discover... Well, first of all, Christy hits a nerve on the chest and the monster's head twitches. Kenny walks out on that, like, you know, he brings up his point. What if you cut that thing open and something jumps out? Something that could kill you? Because the blood that was in Boyd, with the worms crawling under his skin, that's in the monster now. What if you cut it open and something happens that could kill you? Christy makes the argument like, that's a risk I'm willing to take, because if we do this, we learn something, we can maybe harvest the blood and use it against the monsters. We could try to kill more of them. Kenny, for the first time, professes his love to Christy, just wanting her to be happy now that her fiance's here. So yeah, me personally, I for one would have chopped off the head for safe measure, confirming indeed the thing is dead, but you know, that's just me. So Christy cuts the thing open, and what a discovery. Turns out that it's human, or kinda. It's kinda human. The organs inside, it has the same anatomy as humans, you know, lungs, heart, pancreas, liver, but the thing is, they're all dried. They're all dried, decayed, kind of like a mummy's or something displayed in a museum. It has all the same organs as humans do, in all the same spots, but all are just dried, decayed, dead. Everything inside is dead. There's no moisture, there's no flowing blood, there's nothing. So because of this, Christy is pissed. Christy's like, no, we wanted blood to maybe use to kill more monsters. And then she furiously uses her scalpel to just stab inside. A part of me was afraid that was going to wake up the monster and then he was going to rip one of their faces off. But no, she hits, I think, the gallbladder, and then bile comes out. Liquid gold. Because it was literally yellow, liquid oozing out. So liquid gold, literally. So she does that, and then they collect the bile. Maybe it would have a chance at taking one of them down. We'll see. So yeah, that's a pretty big discovery. They cut one of the things open to find out that it's potentially human, but it's dead. You know what that makes me think of? Okay, it makes me think of, and I hate to make this comparison, kind of makes me think of The Walking Dead. You know, the bodies of human beings are dead, but you know, they come back and try to kill the living. Maybe it's some sort of virus that turns them into monsters, killing the host, the human previously, but something else takes over the body. You know what else it makes me think of? It makes me think of, believe it or not, once again, another Attack on Titan comparison. What if deep down there's still a hint, a fragment of, you know, human consciousness in there? They're trying to kill humans in hope to find someone that, after killing that one person with whatever special trait, can turn them back to normal. Kind of like how pure Titans eat humans, trying to instinctively eat a Titan shifter to turn back to human, right? That's a ridiculous theory, I know. And it also, once again, makes me kind of understand a storyline coming up in the future, which I accidentally got spoiled. I didn't intentionally get this spoiled. I accidentally found out about this. You know, I saw a video title saying Fatima turning? Question mark? Like triple question mark? It's like, what do you mean Fatima turning? And if these monsters really used to be humans, makes me think. Fatima turning? Monsters potentially used to be human? And then there's also the thing with her pregnancy, like, what if it's not the pregnancy? What if it's not a pregnancy? What if it's something that resembles pregnancy, but is just the first phase of quote-unquote turning? What happens if a guy turns? Will the guy have pregnant signs? I don't know. Anyways, now I'm done trading my team over. So a little sneak peek to what's coming later on not on this 3DS, but on this game. A little sneak peek. Look at how big the screen is too. So now that my team is here on the Ultra Sun game, well, first, even though trading saves the game, so I don't need to, I'm still going to anyways. Save the game now that I have my party here. A little sneak peek of what's coming soon. Imagine? No. So obviously this is what we'll be hunting for next time. You know, I actually considered dual hunting, double hunting when we go to Rayquaza, because it's not a version exclusive. However, I cannot, because I only have one team. I have one team for shiny hunting. I don't have two. So, you know, if I dual hunt and I get the shiny on the team, on the game with an unprepared team, I'm screwed. So, no, I will not be dual hunting. Anyways, that's gonna do it for tonight. We'll discuss the final episode of Secret Level next time when we hunt for this guy. So yeah, I'm gonna end this now. See you guys next time. Okay, bye. Oh wait, I was about to hit end, You know what I forgot to mention about this episode? The storyline I said I was about to mention. The storyline where Julie talks with Elgin. Elgin says he had a dream, but he just feels like he's supposed to remember something. It's like, well, I've heard this before. I heard exactly this when Jim said it on The Walking Dead, when he dug those graves. But yeah, so Elgin tells Julie about the fact that they actually killed one of the monsters, and asked her not to tell anyone, so that no one panics, no one gets any ideas. You know, blah blah blah, you seem like you're pretty sane, blah blah blah, this place makes you think like you're going crazy. Julie says that, you know, something she does whenever she tries to calm her mind: fill up the bathtub, sit in the bathtub, submerge herself until the water reaches her ears, and just close her eyes and relax. The sound with the water covering her ears is kind of like the ocean. So Elgin tries it, first of all, with the shirt on. It's like, okay, dude. So Elgin's in the bathtub. He sees the music box, and then this hideous woman figure tries to drown him. And then that's the ending scene. The episode ends. So now Mary and Elgin have both seen the music box, despite not being infected with "my blood is now your blood." So what the hell is going on? The leaves are changing as well. So it's like something's going on. Anyways, that's really it. I'll see you guys next time.